When it comes to Dead Island 2, there are multiple different ways that you can go ahead and purchase the game, because there are multiple different editions of the game on multiple different platforms, and in today's video, we'll be going over all the different editions of Dead Island 2, analysing every single edition, everything that comes with those editions, the prices of each edition, and the prices of each edition on each platform. So, we'll be doing a complete breakdown of the different Dead Island 2 editions that you can purchase before and after the release of the game on April 21st. So let's waste no more time and let's get straight into the video. So first of all, let's go over the different platforms that Dead Island 2 will be arriving on. First of all, so it will be on PC, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X and S. The standard platforms really that we are seeing games for on at the moment. Of course, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One we're slowly seeing less of, but PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S is of course very normal. And yeah, we do have PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. The older generation consoles have made it onto the list for Dead Island 2, and the release date for this game is April 21st. It was the 28th, but it has been moved forward to the 21st since, well, the game's gone gold, is ready for release, so they can move things forward, which is a great sign, to be honest. So yeah, April 21st, the game will be releasing for PC, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X and S. So now let's get into the editions. First of all, if you pre-order the game, no matter what edition you pre-order, there will be a pre-order bonus. This pre-order bonus is the Memories of Banoi pack. This pack for the pre-order bonus does include the Banoi War Club, the Memories of Banoi Baseball Bat, and the Personal Space skill cards. Some different things there that you can access within the game. No matter what edition you pre-order, you'll be able to get those. Obviously, there are a lot of people out there itching to play Dead Island 2 as soon as possible, so it would make sense that they pre-order the game to be able to get their hands on the game day one. And if you do pre-order, yeah, you will get that pre-order bonus. So first we'll look at the standard edition of the game, and this is either the standard edition, the day one edition, or the pulp edition. There's different ways that you can go ahead and purchase this edition depending on the platform really. So there are both physical and digital versions of this version, the standard version. First of all, there is the standard edition that can be purchased from the digital stores. For PC, this is the Epic Games store, and over on Epic Games you can pick this up for £55. And then of course it is available on PlayStation, and if you do purchase it on PlayStation, you get both the PlayStation 4 version and the PlayStation 5 version within the same game. So you're getting both versions for just the same edition, if that makes sense. Pretty nice way of doing things, where you're basically getting the PS5 version or the PS4 version for free, depending on which way you want to look at it, of course. So on the PlayStation Store, there is the standard edition of the game. This includes the Dead Island 2 base game for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, and the Memories of Banoi pack, which is of course the pre-order bonus for the game. This comes in at £60, just £5 more than if you are to get it on PC on the Epic Games launcher, which is of course the only launcher it's available on. But on the PlayStation Store, if you're getting the game digitally, which of course if you have the digital version of the PS5, then you will have to get it on the PlayStation Store, and the standard edition comes in at £60 with the base game for both generation of consoles and the Memories of Banoi pack if you do pre-order the game. So over on Xbox, of course, you can pick up the standard edition there as well, and it works the same way. If you purchase the Xbox Series X and S version, you'll get the Xbox One version along with that. This comes in at the same price as PlayStation at £60, just £5 more than if you are to get it on PC on the Epic Games launcher. So if you pre-order this standard edition, then of course you do get the Memories of Banoi pack, but if you don't, then you'll just be getting the standard game, which of course you'll get if you pre-order the game as well. So if you pre-order, you get the Memories of Banoi pack and the base game for both generations, and if you don't pre-order and get it later down the line, you'll get the base game for both generations, but without the Memories of Banoi pre-order bonus. So that is how you can get the standard edition of the game digitally. There are ways you can get this physically, and there are different versions of the game if you are to get the physical version. First of all, there is the Dead Island 2 Day 1 edition. This comes in at £55 for all platforms. This can be purchased for every single platform other than PC, since this is a physical copy, and this Day 1 edition is basically just the standard edition of the game with the pre-order bonus, just sort of signifying that it will have that pre-order bonus. However, there is also another standard edition of the game, and that is the Pulp edition. This comes in at the same price of £55, but it also includes the Home Wrecker Sledgehammer, the Eye Opener Pitchfork, and it also includes the Memories of Banoi pack, which is the pre-order bonus. This is the Pulp edition and is available for all platforms as well, and this comes in at £55 as well as the Day 1 edition. So it's a bit weird that they've done both of these. These are just two different physical copies of the game. It makes sense to get that Pulp edition, since of course it's including the pre-order bonus anyway, so there's no real reason to get the Day 1 edition since it's the same price. If it was cheaper, of course, then there would be a reason to, but since it isn't, then it's not really needed. However, the Pulp edition is a bit of a rare one. It's rare to find this at all sellers. It's most common to just find the Day 1 edition of the game, which of course will change to just Dead Island 2 when this does release. But right now, if you're to pre-order pre-order the game physically, then of course you'll be getting the day one edition or the pulp edition if it's available at that selected retailer, but it isn't available at all of them, so just be aware of that. But yeah, the only thing the pulp edition includes that the day one edition doesn't include is the pulp weapons pack, which includes the Homewrecker Sledgehammer and the Eye Opener Pitchfork. But generally speaking, they're both the exact same. They include the base game and they also include the Memories of Banoi pack. However, it is worth noting that, for example, if you purchase the PS4 version, the physical PS4 version of the game, I don't know if that includes the PlayStation 5 version. That hasn't been confirmed yet. I think for Xbox it does, it includes both versions, but over on PlayStation there is a PS4 and PlayStation 5 physical option, so it's likely that it will only include that specific generation, whereas on Xbox I think if you purchase it then you do get all generations in the same disc. But I think just like some other games, if you purchase the PlayStation 5 version of the game over on PlayStation, then you do only get that generation. Same if you to get the PlayStation 4 version, you'll only get the PS4 version. You'll have to go ahead and purchase the PlayStation 5 version separately, so just bear that in mind. If you plan on playing both generation versions, then you'll probably want to get it digitally if you are on PlayStation. But either way, that is every single possibility for purchasing the standard edition of the game for Dead Island 2 on every single platform, which is of course PC, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One and Xbox Series X and S. So now let's look at the Deluxe Edition. So the Deluxe Edition of Dead Island 2 includes of course the pre-order bonus if you do pre-order it, and then you will also get the Golden Weapons pack, and you will also get the Characters Pack 1 and 2, which includes unique costumes and just general customization options if you do purchase the Deluxe Edition. Over on the Epic Games Launcher, the Deluxe Edition comes in at £59, which is actually the same price as purchasing the standard edition on the consoles on digitally, so that's pretty cool there if you are on PC. And if you are over on PlayStation, then you can get the Deluxe Edition for £65, just £5 more than the standard edition. And then over on Xbox it is the exact same deal. You'll be getting the Deluxe Edition of the game on all generations if you get it digitally, same as PlayStation, for £65, £5 more than if you are to get it on PC on the Epic Games Launcher. Not a bad deal there. Just for £5 more you're getting the Deluxe Edition of the game. There is no early access included with this, by the way. There is none of that with Dead Island 2. It will all be released on April 21st, but either way, the Dead Island 2 Deluxe Edition comes in at £5 more than the standard edition and is going to include the Golden Weapons pack and the Characters Pack 1 and 2. So yeah, not a bad deal there. Just for £5 more you can get the Deluxe Edition. Now interestingly, the Deluxe Edition isn't at all available physically. There's only one more physical edition of the game, which we'll get onto at the end of the video, but we'll now move on to the final digital version of the game, which is available on all platforms, and that is the Gold Edition. So the Gold Edition is a little bit more, of course, than the Deluxe Edition, but of course it does include a bit more than the Deluxe Edition. So with the Gold Edition, you're getting everything from the previous versions. The pre-order bonus, if you pre-order it, you'll also be getting the Pulp Weapons pack, you're getting the Golden Weapons pack and the Characters Pack 1 and 2 from the Deluxe Edition, and you'll also be getting the Expansion Pass, a pretty useful thing there, which basically means every single DLC that gets released you'll be getting for free instead of having to pay for every single one. You'll get all of those for completely free. So not a bad deal there, and this comes in on PC. On the Epic Games Launcher, this will cost you £75, so £15 more than the Deluxe Edition. Quite a steep increase there, but of course you're getting an Expansion Pass, which usually costs about £20 anyway, so not too bad. And then over on Xbox and PlayStation, this comes in at £80, so obviously £5 more than PC, which we've seen with every edition here, and this obviously will include everything the exact same, and both generations of the game for PlayStation and Xbox. And of course, if you've got the digital consoles, you'll have to get it on the PS or Xbox store. Now, once again, with the Gold Edition, that isn't available physically. There is one final edition of the game, which is a physical only version for Xbox and PlayStation, no matter the generation. So obviously that is it for the digital versions of the game. Those are the three options if you were to get it digitally. You've got Dead Island 2, the Dead Island 2 Deluxe Edition, and the Dead Island 2 Gold Edition. Not bad there, and not bad prices either. So yeah, let's go on to that final physical edition of the game, which is where things get pretty cool. So there is a physical version of the game, which does include an exclusive steelbook case with the game disc inside. You get the Expansion Pass, a Venice Beach travel map, 6-player tarot cards, 2 pin badges, 1 patch, a Pulp Weapons pack, and the Golden Weapons pack. You basically get everything from the Gold Edition of the game, and you're also getting a pretty cool physical version of the game. This is only from retailers, and it will cost £85, and this is the Hella Edition. Not a bad thing there. It's basically just a collector's version of the game, and will include loads of collectibles along with the Gold Edition of the game physically. So if you want to get the Gold Edition physically, that is the way to do so. And those are all of the editions of Dead Island 2, and that does just about wrap up things here. Now, if you want to see a video where I go over everything we know so far about the game, then click the video on the screen now, and you can go ahead and join me over there.